Hey, hi. This demo showcases how GitHub Copilot, empowered by Model Context Protocol (MCP), can automate the entire backend software engineering workflow, from understanding the product requirements in Confluence to designing, scaffolding, developing, and testing production-grade Java Spring Boot services. So, the objective is to demonstrate how Copilot reads the requirements from the uh, Confluence pages, understands the schema via Postgres SQLs, and uh, and also we have some instructions specified in this instructions.md, which is going to provide the standard instructions for the Copilot to implement clean layered architecture in Java Spring Boot. So this project I'm going to use the MCP server configurations, so which is in the mcp.json file. Here you can see the Atlassian for reading from Jira and Confluence, and the second one is for the Postgres for the schema awareness and SQL automations. So basically, these files enables Copilots to see the external systems and use them the contextually. So the next thing is like basically I have a requirement specified here, and this requirement has the database schema and the success criteria and the design references here. So what I'm going to do is I just want to provide the context of this to the MCP server. So for time being, I'm just going to uh, copy the command here. So which is basically I'm going to paste this at MCP Confluence get page. So what it's going to do is, before this I'm just going to start the servers. Okay, so I'm going to fire a request. So basically this is going to extract the business logics and the constraints whatever we have mentioned within the requirements for this page, and it is also fetch the database schema and the formats and the criteria which is being mentioned over this uh, page here. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a high level and low level design documentations based on the requirements what I have here. So for this, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to fire up the MCP command to Copilot for creating the page. So command run successfully, and it is asking me to click continue, and started working to create a new Confluence page. So created successfully. If we can go back here and refresh, and boom, we have the high level design documents created with all of the informations, the flow, success criteria, rest endpoints, and all which we are going to make use of. So yeah, so the thing is like since we are making use of the database, and we are basically using the Postgres here, so our requirement is to create the table which is being mentioned within this uh, usage event table. So what we can do is like we are going to use the MCP to create the table as well. So what we can do is like we can just fire up this request to Copilot for creation of the table. So let me show you. So this, I'm going to run this query for the table usage event, so it does not exist. So now I'm going to, so after I provided the prompt to generate the table creation, it's asking me to continue, and I'm going to click on the continue button here. That has been created successfully in the Postgres database. So let me go back here and run the query, and boom, you can see the table has been created here. And next thing is Spring Boot implementation. So I'm going to give the prompt Copilot to generate the entire service stack here. So I'm going to give this prompt to Copilot to read the context from the page and the link to Confluence page from the HLD and LLD page. So basically to generate the Spring Boot and Java service reports. So let's fire up the request here. It started working, and we can see that it started creating the entities here. this is exactly the context which I have given inside the instructions MD to follow. Started creating all the DTO class, entity and repository classes here. See that interface has been created. And it's started creating all of the services which I have mentioned as part of my prompt here. So basically it's a layered architecture which I already given in the instructions. Um, uh, for the architecture to mention this pattern control service and repositories. So it is exactly doing the as per my requirements. So this demo also proves that agentic plus copilot is equals to next in software development. So we can automate real enterprise Java work streams where code is aligned, testable, and standard compliant. You can see it's created most of the classes with the test class for us. I have the test class ready. So yeah, that's all for the advanced usage of the GitHub. Thank you.